cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Trapper.
I fucks with you.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, back in this thing. It's like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge-ito you're not finna get in nobody's college-ito. Make sure you hit that notification bell at the top. Hit all, stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Hit that like, hit that hype, hit that comment, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that share button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Make sure you tap in. Leave a comment because we're going back to the chili giveaway. So when we get to 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we pick the best comment between now and 31,000 subscribers. We're going to give you some chili, big dog. So it's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. It's important that you comment. Once we get 31,000 subscribers, we're going to make sure that we let y'all know an exact date and exact time that we will be doing a live to give away that money. You got Cash App, you got Apple Pay, you got Zelle, you got Venmo. Don't worry about it. We're going to make sure you get that chili. Make sure you hit that like button, that comment, that good subscribe button. TNN Trap News Network. We taking it back to the basics, man. What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. It is that good news you can use. It is that good knowledge you are not finna get in nobody's college. Hit us with a like, with a comment, with a good subscribe. Everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Make sure you tap in with my man Byron Blake. Big shout out to Byron Blake. DJ Akademiks and WACK100 flat out lied to the internet about WACK100 talking to the feds about Big U. We finna get into this good content, man. Let's get into it. Let's go. DJ Akademiks and WACK100 lying about the feds. Let's go. Byron Blake, give him a like, comment, subscribe.
One thing that WACK100 has done over the past few years is solidified himself as the go-to person when it comes to discussing paperwork or discussing who is and will be cooperating with law enforcement. Another thing that he has done over the past few years is made sure to keep himself as far away from being labeled or identified as a witness or cooperator himself. With the emergence of the Big U indictment and all of the information that was included in there, Wack is listed as a victim in several instances, and he has been on a campaign over the past year or so to make people believe that this is something that the feds are just doing because they want Big U in jail and they really want him to cooperate, but instead he keeps trying to help Big U. That's the narrative that he...
Which would be, again, you know, aiding and abetting to the delinquency of a federal, now prisoner, which would be an obstruction charge, a federal obstruction charge. So not really 100% sure how this is going to work, but let's keep it going.
Trying to paint. Anyway, today we gonna take a look at some things that 100% prove that Wack was a witness against Big U and has cooperated with law enforcement. We gonna break these things down, but before we get into that, I want y'all to pay attention to how Wack tries to spin this. And it's funny because he actually calls on DJ Akademiks, who is also somebody who the feds are using. They're using DJ Akademiks in the Lil Durk case. If you think that the feds are mentioning Lil Durk's DJ Akademiks interview without having gone to spoke to Akademiks and question him about why he asked certain questions and what the foundation was for that, you crazy. And Wack knows this as well. And this kind of goes to, like, I tell you all the time on this channel, bro, these media guys, they leech off of the rappers. And they either try to expose the rappers as snitches and make them look bad so they can run content on their name, or they finesse them into doing some crazy, outrageous, risky stuff so they can run content on their name. So Wack ran to DJ Akademiks for some help.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. If you can't get them to run content, you can't get them to respond by just regular means and methods, and they'll say some crazy stuff and throw some wild stuff into the internet, praying to God that the dude reaches back out to respond. Now they got this crazy back and forth, and now it's just a whole fluke.
DJ Akademiks tried, but today we about to break it all down and expose everything. Without wasting any more time, let's get to it.
I do have a theory though, and I don't know if you guys, I joined late. And again, first of all, I wouldn't even entertain any conversation. I see some people trying to with the bullshit. You're not listed in this indictment as witness, cooperant, victim, nothing, which means the police is acknowledging you've never had contact with them, right?
Never.
So he's saying you're not nothing at all. You're not a witness, you're not a cooperant, you're not anything. Well, let's see what happens, because he's a big
They actually describe you as a rival, basically almost somebody that they might be looking into their damn self. So it doesn't look like, but I will say,
now, a few days ago, we went over how Wack was going on this rant, claiming he was going to sue Big U for defamation, for saying he was a cooperator. But when you look at this paperwork, it clearly says that WACK100 is a cooperator. Big U's message that he put out before he turned himself in was a method used to intimidate and dissuade cooperators via social media. The people that he mentioned were WACK100 and 600. Y'all heard Akademiks. Oh, we see you not mentioned in this indictment, so it means that you haven't talked to anybody. And then a short while later, these documents pop up showing that Wack actually was in contact with the federal government. In late July 2022, the FBI Houston Division conducted...
So here you have this man clearly saying, that's Officer Rat Run Runner, saying that he never in fact spoke to the federal indictment. That's what he told ADAM22, DJ Akademiks, Vlad, as well as Remo. And, you know, here's a whole different situation where you see that has not, since then, proven to be true. Wack's been caught numerous times actually speaking to the federal government.
Conducted a telephone interview of Cass Jones about his interactions with a subject. Now, this was funny. Wack was attempting to clear his name of this, and so he comes back and he says, well, if you look at Big U's paperwork, the government has already issued, you know, a statement, and in the document they say that they did not talk to me. I was not involved in the investigation. If you look at the document, it says this office. You got to be very specific when you're talking about certain things. It says this office, meaning that LA office, has not talked to Wack. But if you look at the other document, it shows you that he was contacted by the FBI Houston Division. Now, listen to this. Wack was attempting to make it sound as if that was all about Jay Prince. He recorded parts of it and put it out. And he basically trying to make us think that it's all about Jay Prince. Listen to this.
Doctors in the FBI.
Now, here's the thing about that phone call. When the Federal Bureau of Investigation called, they spelled bureau wrong. So that's, you know, showing that Wack, in fact, did make up a lot of things about that phone call. He had somebody off his clubhouse 1-2 step pretend to be a federal agent and make that phone call. That wasn't an actual FBI call. So, you know, there's that.
Well, I think Mr. Jones, on the YouTube videos going back and forth with him calling you Snitch and you calling him one and all of that was really where we received information that there was possibly a disagreement.
Yeah, but even if we did do that, why would that be an interest of the FBI? Because neither one of them have any bearing cases pending against one another. We have never done any business with one another. As far as I know, Mr. Prince is a businessman as I am. So, regardless of what we said to each other, as far as a snitch and not being a snitch, like why would that be interest of the FBI? That's what's kind of confusing to me.
Okay, no, I can explain that. I mean, of course, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. We're just making sure that no threats have been made to you from anyone associated with him.
Now, I don't know if it's just me, but if y'all actually listen to the call, go back, listen to the call. I listened to it. I don't recall hearing Wack ask, how did you get my phone number? Or nothing. It's just like, okay, what interest of this?
Doesn't sound like he's upset. Doesn't sound like he's bothered. Doesn't sound like anything about the situation is uncomfortable for him. Sounds like he's just talking to an old friend. But again, I want to maintain that this is actually a call that he set up to make it seem like the FBI was calling to throw out the fact of the real call that we've never heard. We just keep hearing the same made up call.
What interest is this to this? Of what interest is this to the FBI? Another thing that I want to point out, right, is that he only shows us the part where they're talking about Jay Prince. But if you listen, if you read, it tells you that this search warrant and this conversation was a part of the LA investigation into Big U. So where are the questions related to Big U? Which is why they just listen to the call. She said, we want to make sure that you weren't threatened or received threats from anybody that's associated with him. They was really asking, did you get any threats from Big U? We see him and Big U hanging together now. They associated with it. So did you get any threats from Big U? Because they was going to try to make it seem like Big U was threatening Wack on behalf of Jay Prince, and then that give him an opportunity to wrap Jay Prince up in this whole situation. Say he dealing with the Big U enterprise or something along those lines. If you pay attention to the timing, the scenery, then it will hit you that WACK100, Trap Lord Ross, ADAM22, Vlad, none of these guys really started coming together like this, where you can see them all together like this, until these cases started to happen. Trap Lord Ross has been mentioned in the Julio Fulio case. I also believe that he is the source they are citing for the $1 million bounty in the...
Damn. Trap Lord Ross is mentioned in the Julio case? I did not know about that. That's the ugliest of
Lil Durk case. DJ Akademiks is for sure mentioned in the Lil Durk case. And I'm going to be bringing y'all some research that I did that shows exactly how I know that they approached Akademiks and they talked to him before they went to go get Durk. But we gonna get into that. WACK100, we see what's going on with him in this Big U case. He's trying so hard to remove the cooperator tag from him, but even the paperwork is calling him a cooperator. ADAM22 is really funny because Adam was taken into custody. He was questioned. People called Wack out for it, saying, man, you up there kicking it with Wack, and they just came and got him. And Wack denied that it had anything to do with Big U. Wack said that they picked up Adam because they was questioning him about Brick Baby, and that's Brick Baby's place of employment. And we're going to get into that too, because if you notice, there are some things about Brick Baby's place of employment, aka No Jumper, that are mentioned in his paperwork. So now we got to go back and revisit that and see what exactly Adam said. But yeah, these guys ain't start coming together, man, until the snitching allegations started coming and they realized they couldn't trick everybody no more. With that said, I'm going to wrap this one up, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit that hype button.
Sheesh, man. Sheesh, man. Sheesh, man. We finna get up out of here to the next one. Y'all know the deal. It was red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. We up out of here. We are gone.
Man, protest the air, Smith. We on the air. Protest the air at our best. You know that, man. Off the air. You know what I'm saying? We out here, ground zero for the neighborhood hero. We got all four corners. TMC, the marathon definitely continue. Mr. Burger right here, live in the flesh. We out here, man. Trap knows. You know that, nigga.
Apollo Jackson. Dangerous. Can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let him hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 points strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell it. gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboard. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Niggas hella fake, I know we're enemies' intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.